Alright, welcome back to another Geoguessr video, and I will post the link in the description for you to play along at home. So here we go. Where are they going to put us first? Alright, so we are in an urban area, so we're going to get lots of hints here with signage. So we got some English here, an area code that I don't understand. It says Western Union down here. It looks like we have some currency in pounds, which is interesting. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're in the UK, but that would be your first instinct. I think there are some places that also use the British pound, but we have a yellow license plate here on the back. And it looks like the vehicles are on the left-hand side, so I would say that this is just the UK, and indeed, we even have a sign here that says London Grocery Store. London's a pretty big place. You would think the grocery store would be a bit larger, but I guess it's just a nice little small kind of convenience store. Maybe it's pretty deep. Maybe it goes back quite a ways. Right, so I don't know. Do we want to try and get a road that we're on? Do they have street signs here? It's a fish and chips place. Okay, so there's a street sign. We have 30 seconds at Tewson Road. Okay, can we start off this round with a 5K? Not likely to get in 20 seconds because London is obviously not small. Yeah, and this is like finding a needle in a haystack. And we'll just put it there somewhere. And yeah, so we're 15 kilometers away. It didn't really seem like it was right in the heart of London, so it was outside it a little bit. But yeah, there we go. So really good score to start off this game. 4,950. Okay, so mountains, a lot of mountains here. Let's take a quick peek at this sign. We're getting very lucky with this round with the signage. Okay, and on this it says Ecuador. So I'm going to assume that we are in Ecuador. Do we dare try and find in Ecuador where we are? I don't really know. Again, I don't know many places in Ecuador. But we can look around, look at all the nice mountains. So it's really pretty here. I think we're just going to look on the map. I don't know, there's a couple. We could look for Alcaldia. I don't know how to pronounce that, but let's zoom in on Ecuador. And the other thing in Geoguessr that you'll want to know, I haven't talked about this in any other videos, but just a general idea of where the countries are really helps you maximize the amount of time that you have, so you can zoom in really quickly and not spend time looking for say where Ecuador is. And then once you learn where the countries are, that's where my game then needs to improve. I need to start learning some of these place names, but obviously you're not going to learn all the different places in the world. But if you could just get a general idea of some of the major cities in each of these countries, that would be helpful. I mean, for all I know, this is a really small one. I don't really see anything. So just looking at it there, we're not really right in a city, so I'll put them in the outskirts and kind of hedge in the middle-ish in the country. Again, it was just a little bit more south. So let's zoom in, see if that place name was actually where we were. And it doesn't really look like it. But all right, so another really good score for the second round. We were pretty lucky that we had a sign exactly where they dropped us off. Okay, so here right away, it looks like we're driving on the left-hand side and yellow plate in the front, which you would think is just another UK. It seems like we're getting a lot of UK rounds here lately. Okay, and we look up further there, and there's more vehicles driving on the left-hand side. So let's go and see if we can find a place name on a sign. But all points lead to London, or not London, but the UK here. Or maybe not. Okay, so there are some, alternatives. Not all countries do you drive on the left with yellow plates. Japan also does. So this is Japanese. So I guess we are just in Japan. And if we actually look at some of this architecture, it does look more Japanese than UK. And again, if you remember in a previous video, this is also a meta for Japan. So the yellow and black thing on the pole there. Okay, so now I think I am just going to send this guess because I don't know anything about region guessing at this moment in Japan. So we're just going to kind of hedge middle-ish. This actually, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be more mountainous, maybe towards the northerly parts, but let's just go outside of Osaka here. Yeah, and it was just a little bit northerly. I guess I didn't really take a very good look at the landscape either to see what it looked like. But anyways, right country, decent score as we head into round 4. Skinny roads here. This should just be somewhere in Europe. Okay, we've got a sign up ahead, so we should get something from that. Hopefully it's a useful sign. Okay, and okay, so my instincts were wrong. I believe, I'm going to back up just a little bit, but I believe it says NZ on that sign. Don't know if we're going to get a better look at it. And I don't think we are. But I think I've saw it well enough to be confident with that. Let's go just take one more look at it. Yeah, and I'm pretty confident. Okay, what do we got? We have 1 minute. There's no place names on that sign that I can see. So New Zealand, another place that I haven't taken any time for region guessing. New Zealand is typically broken up into 2 distinct locations. We have the North Island and the South Island. And even a lot of the professional Geoguessr players, the experts per se, have difficulty distinguishing between the 2 islands. A lot of the rounds at the Geoguessr World Cup were determined by New Zealand. So I'm going to probably just hedge somewhere in the middle. It's too bad because New Zealand is like it's a tough one because there is it's a large difference in score from the north to the south, right? So it was just near Auckland, and you can see 400 kilometers away, and we even chose the correct island, right? We were on the North Island, and we still lose, a little bit more than 1,200 points. Okay, so next round, final round, really decent score going, 16,872. Dropped off in an urban area, so we should be able to get a pretty decent score here, hopefully, to end this game. And this, let me just look around a little bit first. We've got a taxi here. And the print is a little too small for me to make it out. Okay, so again, my thoughts right now, I'm actually not really sure where this is. Not really sure. It's some interesting trees. I think I just saw your standard, like, European sign. Okay, so Jam Supermarket. Have some English and some, looks like some other language over here. Gratuit. It's like French. Just in France, but with some English. Okay, this is not good. We don't have much time. Okay, I'm gonna have to guess. We're gonna guess France. Ooh, okay. Romania. Interesting. I'm pretty sure I saw some French there, so maybe they have some French in Romania. There was some French and some English. There was definitely some English. So I'll have to look that up. Or maybe they use a language that's that, I don't know, resembles French. So okay, right latitude, if that means anything. So we view the results, and we're just over 18,500. So pretty decent. We'll take it, and we'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it.